Hello folks, how are we doing tonight? In this video I'm going to show you some VCLT I got from Shaun. His YouTube name is Now Spinning TV. Shaun is from Australia. He was on YouTube some months back, and then he took a little break, and he recently came back about a month or so ago. And he's been, in his last 4 videos or so, has been videos of him showing records he inherited from his dad's collection. And his dad gave him some amazing records that I guess his dad has had in his collection for many years. His dad took excellent care of the records and now passed them on to Shaun. And they've been very interesting videos to watch. And I've been getting pretty close to Shaun through comments and on YouTube and also on Facebook. And Shaun's been, me and Shaun have been becoming really good friends, and he's a great guy and has a great channel. And out of the blue, he says he was interested in sending me some VCLT. So I said, yeah, sure, why not? Send it down. And a week later, which I thought was lightning fast, here comes a box in the waiting for me on my doorstep from Shaun, all the way from Australia. So, man, thank you so much, Shaun. This was such a surprise how fast it got here. So, amazing. So, some Australian VCLT. And let's open her up here and we'll see what we got here. Like I said, Shaun's YouTube name is Now Spinning TV, and he even gave me these buttons promoting his channel. It's also his blog website as well. So it's not just his YouTube channel, but he has a blog under the same name, website under the same name. So we had all these buttons, more than one too. He gave me quite a few of them. And I thought that was pretty impressive actually, because it's not like I have any Keen's drummer buttons to hand out to people. And I was like, wow, this guy even has his own buttons for his site and channel. Very, very cool. And Shaun was also real kind enough to type up a real nice note for me, which I always read off camera, but really, really nice of him. And he sent me an album that he had been saying I might be really interested in, right up my alley, I think was the word he used. And so he went to one of his stores out in Australia and found this for me. The name of the store, because he packaged it with the bag, is JB Hi-Fi out of Australia, so really cool. Shaun knows I collect a lot of records from the band The Church, and that's a band that's from Australia. And apparently the singer from The Church, and his name is Steve Kilbey, the vocalist, he collaborates and does music with another artist by the name of Martin Kennedy, known from All India Radio, a band I'm not familiar with. And the two of those artists always collaborate to make music, and they put out an album recently, and that's what he sent me as VCLT. And the name of the group is just Steve Kilbey and Martin Kennedy. The name of the album is You Are Everything. And here it is, with the original hype sticker as well. Really cool. There's the back of the album. Really cool, dreamy looking artwork. Very nice. Very, very nice. And what's amazing about his VCLT is Shaun got the album signed by both artists. Both Kilbey and Kennedy, Martin Kennedy. And there we go, and it was, as you can see, signed to Gil, and there's the name of the artist. So that is absolutely fantastic, Shaun. I'm speechless. That is just too cool. And I mean, number one, I didn't even expect any VCLT. Number two, you send me a rare record from the vocalist from The Church, along with another artist named Martin Kennedy. And then you go one step further and get the album signed by the artist. That's fantastic. And I can't tell you how grateful I am. Thank you so much, Shaun. This is really, really special, and this is going to be in my collection for a very long time, and I'm going to take excellent care of this album. It's just fantastic. And the music on here is really, really good. I've listened to it a couple of times now, and really like what I hear. Just some gorgeous music on this album. And it has these custom labels. I'll show you the A side first. Here's side A. Hold it up the right way here. There we go. There's the custom label for the A side. And there's a custom label for the B side of this album. Great mellow tunes. It reminds me a little bit of Pink Floyd. And of course you got Kilby's real thick voice. It just fills the room when you're listening to it on vinyl. Just some really cool mellow tunes just to sit back and relax to. This is an excellent album. I love this album. Here's the insert that came with the record, which just basically shows the album artwork. Very nice. Very, very nice. So kind of a Pink Floyd-ish type of a sound on here. And if you're familiar with the Church and the Church's vocalist, he has such a unique voice. It's so awesome to hear that unique voice on the something outside the Church with a different influence. Really nice. The album actually came with a CD of some special remixes of a song from this album. That's what we're listening to now. And the CD bear the same artwork as this. And these are just different mixes on the album, remixes. That are all real interesting to listen to. I popped this disc in and I was like, wow, that's a little different. Even the remixes are take you on another planet. So really cool. I love this album, like I said. And came with a download card, so I could download this album on CD, listen to it in the car. And a few order forms from the record company that put out this album. They got the other albums from Kilby and Kennedy right here that can be ordered. I would love to look into that and maybe see what else they have to offer as far as music on different albums, because I was really impressed with this album so much. Never heard it before, right up my alley, like you said. So, and nice. Look at that artwork. That's real pretty too. And of course, advertisement for All India Radio. Really nice. So thank you once again. Thank you very much, Shaun. Ever since I got it in the mail, I've been spinning it. I think I've listened to this whole album like 3 times, and I keep discovering something new every time. It is just fantastic. I love the music on here. Really, really nice. And the CD of remixes that came with the record, like I said, which we're listening to right now in the background, sound just beautiful, as you can hear for yourself. Just to give you an idea what the album sounds like. Really cool. But he didn't stop there. Along with that awesome album, he sent me a Blu-ray disc to watch on my entertainment center from the band InXS. And the movie was called Never Tear Us Apart. This was basically a movie based on the life of the band, which led to the death of Michael Hutchence. So, really cool. It's a 2 parts, part 1 and part 2 on 2 different discs. There we go, there's part 1, part 2 of the movie. And really good, entertaining. I finally watched the whole thing. Quite an undertaking watching the whole thing. I didn't realize how long it was. But the guy who played Michael Hutchence, the actor who played Michael Hutchence, did a fantastic job. As did everybody else in this movie who played the other members who portrayed the other members of the band. I mean, obviously it's a movie. It's a fairy tale. I'm sure real life was completely different, but it gave you the basic idea of what went on, the life and times of InXS, how they came together, formed, their rise to fame, and of course the sad death of Michael Hutchence. Back in the day, InXS was one of my favorite 80s bands. I have most of their albums, and They're just a great band. And the one time I got to see InXS live in Sacramento back in the 90s, it was during the X tour. I was just blown away by how great a live band they were. InXS is a fantastic live band, and now all we can do is rent their concert videos on DVD and just reminisce. But they were a great band, and Michael Hutchence was a great singer. I loved his voice. He had a great singing voice, and I really loved this movie. So really glad that he sent it to me. Thank you so much, Shaun. The album's spectacular. This movie's amazing. There's some great VCLT. I don't know how to thank you. I really loved what you sent me. I appreciate it very much. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for me. Hope everyone's doing well. It is this weekend. It'll be the 4th of July here in America, and already people are blowing shit up outside in the streets. I've been hearing firecrackers going off all night and all night yesterday, and it's going to continue all the way to 4th of July, probably a week or so past 4th of July. That's just a routine here. And I'm already seeing all the fireworks stands being set up around town, people buying fireworks for their barbecues on the 4th of July. I've been invited to a few, so that's going to be a wild day. All right, that's it for King. Hope everyone's doing well. See you next time, folks.